it's Ellie and welcome to another week of Counter Queens. So today we're talking about selling a horse and things that you're going to go through and the best way to do it. So the first thing you need to consider is, are you actually going to sell this horse? Is it the right decision? Have you spoken to your trainer and your friends and your family members? Do you feel that it's the right thing to do? Is it what you want to do? And are you 100% willing to go through with it? Selling a horse can be a really difficult thing. I understand that firsthand. I leased a horse for about 9 months, but when I say leased, I was there every single day and I fed her and I paid for everything. So it was just like owning a horse. It wasn't a half lease or anything like that. And I didn't actually sell her. I made the decision to give her back to her owner for a number of reasons, and some of these reasons will probably apply to you. So the first of all, I was too big for her. She was 13.3 hands high. I don't know how tall I am, but I was like much too tall for her, and I'm not a thin person. So I was too big for her for a start. Second of all, she was an Arab and she was quite hot-headed. She is quite hot-headed. I totally love everything about her, but working with that kind of horse every single day becomes very tiring. And because I worked with her for about 1.5 years and I leased her officially for about 9 months, every single day I knew that I was going to get on and it was going to be frustrating, and every single ride was ending in tears. It was a frustrating and it was not an enjoyable experience riding her anymore. To this day, I believe that it was the right decision for me and I don't regret making that decision one bit. It was totally right for me, but it can be different circumstances for you. I didn't have to go through the process of actually selling her. I just gave her back to her owner, which was obviously a lot easier than what some of you guys are going through or are going to go through. Everybody sells horses. It's a very natural process. Horses are bought and sold every day, but I totally understand how hard it is when you've had a horse for a long time and they mean so much to you and you've gone through so much together. I completely understand that firsthand. Giving Bindi back to her owner was honestly one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. It was a really tough decision to make, but it was the right one, and because of it I met my dream horse Billy. So if you have made the decision to sell your horse and you're going through with it and you're ready to do it, there are a few important things to remember. When you're advertising your horse, be sure to put it on lots of different websites. Having your horse on a variety of websites obviously increases the views that it will get, and not just websites. You can put ads up in saddlery shops, in feed stores, in your local supermarket, horse magazines. There's lots of different ways to sell a horse, so doing as many as you can is going to make sure that your horse is seen by more people and you'll have more potential buyers. It is really important to set the right price for your horse. I have seen so many horses that are overpriced, but there are also lots of horses that are underpriced, and you want to make sure you're selling your horse for a fair amount of money and the money that you need to buy a new horse or whatever while still being fair. This can be a really difficult thing, knowing how much your horse is worth and knowing how much to sell him or her for. So I definitely recommend consulting with a professional like your trainer or a friend or family member that can help you make this decision. It's also really important to have an open mind. You might think that this person has called you up and they sound really keen and they're desperate to buy your horse, and then other people call you and you say, oh, you know, sorry, but this person's already called me, I'm pretty sure it's going to this house. And if you turn them down, the next thing you know, that person that you thought was going to buy your horse suddenly doesn't buy your horse and you have no one lined up. So even if you have someone coming to look at your horse tomorrow, tell the other people that want to look at the horse that someone is coming out tomorrow, but hey, why don't you come out the next day, because it might not work out with this person. Keep your mind open and keep buyers wanting to come and see the horse. Don't turn people down. When you set up an ad for the horse, make sure that the ad is detailed, lots of pictures, and possibly even a video. People want to know what they're getting themselves into, especially if your horse is over like the $2,000 mark. I highly recommend having 2 to 3 paragraphs about the horse, about what you've done with it, about what previous owners have done with it. Obviously, the things like height, age, breed. Lots about the horse's personality. People want to know what type of horse they are potentially buying. I have a variety of pictures, a headshot of the horse, a full body shot, a picture of you jumping, doing dressage, hacking, different things, going out for a trail ride, the horse in the water. If any of these things are applicable to you and your horse, take pictures and put them in your ad. People want to see the horse and they want to see lots of pictures of the horse. A video is also a great idea because people can actually see how the horse moves, how it moves on the flat, how it moves over jumps, how it is out on the trails. They want to see that it's calm and that it's content. You want to be really honest with the buyers. People hate getting stuffed around and you changing your mind about prices and stuff like that. It's okay to have a negotiable price. That's totally fine. What I'm talking about is people seeing an ad and then you calling them up and saying, oh no, my horse is actually more than that. People are going to think, that's a bit sus. So be consistent with all your buyers and be consistent with your price unless you are negotiating a price to sell the horse for. So that's about all I have to say about selling a horse. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Selling a horse is a personal thing and it doesn't matter what insignificant people in your life are trying to tell you. If you think that it's the right decision and if your family thinks that it's the right decision, then it really isn't anyone else's business. Selling a horse is hard enough, but it's even harder with people telling you that it's the wrong thing to do and that you're making a mistake. And what's worse is people telling you after you've sold the horse that it was the wrong thing to do and that it was a mistake. These people obviously don't understand how difficult it is to sell a horse and are insignificant. If you want to sell the horse and you are 100% certain that it is the right thing to do and you've thought it over, then it doesn't matter what other people think. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope that it helped you in some way. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks so much for almost 15 subscribers now. I think that's awesome because I've only had this channel for a couple of weeks. So thank you heaps. Parker gets back from a camp on Sunday and she'll be posting a video shortly after that and we'll probably do one together as well. Thanks guys, see you soon.